Hi, welcome to day two of my contents on love and relationship with marriage in view. So, first off, I want to tell you how not easy it is to do this content thing. Like this particular video, I can't count how many times I've tried to record, and one thing or the other. Oh no, I have to go back and do it again because I'm already talking rubbish. Hi, welcome to day two of my contents challenge on the subject of love relationship with marriage in view. So, today I'm going to be talking about why a clear statement of intention is the 101 of relationship. So, there's something funny, yeah, where men and women are like tend to count on signals instead of making an actual expression of interest or statement of purpose. You get. So, for instance, as a guy, you are speaking to a lady, and you know from the get-go that you are interested in a permanent relationship, and then you tend to be gauging your conversation with her. So if she's been her normal polite self and being receptive, you take it to be a green light. You get. And if in your calculations she doesn't sound exciting, you take it to be a negative signal. I mean, there are many things that influence our interactions per time. It mustn't be you. It couldn't have been that she's interested or not interested. What I'm trying to say is those signals you're counting on are not the right way to get an answer. You shouldn't count on signals. If you want to know if a lady is interested in you or not, why not ask her? Ask her, these are my intentions, and get a direct feedback like adults. That's the point of this video today. So you don't want to be having relationship issues in a situationship or an anticipationship and other ships that never sail. You get. You're going to find yourself in a limbo, what I call the great in between. You get. For instance, as a lady, you don't want to be in a place where you don't know whether to expect a guy to call you or not. You know, you don't know what is too much, you don't know what is too less, and both of you cannot really hold each other accountable because we're not partners, but we're talking. There is no definition. And by the way, I don't think that a talking stage should be longer than a month. I mean, what are we talking about? Person we really won't buy market. Yeah, no, they too bargain. I mean, when you start to bargain too much, sellers in my audience can agree that it becomes annoying. So, but my point is, you should not waste too much time um, in the talking stage. It's better from the get-go that you define your intentions rather than counting on signals. You know, like for instance, as a lady, you might be expecting that a guy calls you, in a first in one conversation he goes, oh, I cannot do without talking to you in a day, and then the next time you hear from him is like in a week's time, and you're wondering, is it me or is it him? That's a recipe for confusion. Abi na confusion sheep we want to. You get. So the point I'm making is always make sure that from the get-go that the purpose is defined, that the intention is defined, to leave no room for confusion and doubt, and having debates within yourself. What is really going on? You're an adult. You don't want to be in that position of unclarity. You get. So as a guy, you are talking to a lady, define it. You want a friendship, you want to do business, you want a permanent relationship, or you are just a simple admirer. make your intentions known and let everybody move on. You get. So yeah, as a guy, for instance, you might be trying to approach a girl, and today you think you are getting a green light, and the next day you think, the energy has dropped, and you call it yellow light, and maybe the day after you're getting a red light. All these things are just constructions within your head. You get, they are all assumptions. So you need to be bold enough to speak up, to make your intentions known as clear as possible and get your feedback, instead of counting on signals. Before they go use traffic light finish you, you better know what you're doing. Speak up and know what you're up for. And I know some guys tend to want to be cautious because they don't want to get a no. I know a no can be heartbreaking, it can be disappointing. But like every other thing, every other pursuit in life, we don't always get a yes, you know. As adults, we need to learn to deal with no's. Even as I think even children should be taught that to deal with no's. They are part of life. And as children of God, we don't insist on anything. Yet we don't insist it must be this, it must be this person, or it must be that person. If it's not going to work, just have it at the back of your mind that every human being has the liberty of choice for no reason. You get, it doesn't even have to make sense to you why you are getting a no. You just have to live with it. So I think it's better off to know your stance, for everybody to know their stance, than to hang around depending or counting on signals. You get. So yeah, why this is dangerous is because you might think that you are getting some green light, but in essence, at the end of the day, it was just a waste of time. It was just an assumption. I think I've seen a meme like that it doesn't matter the amount of green light you're getting. If somebody has not plainly, indicated interest, you should not make assumptions for your own security, for your own sanity. So yeah, that's the point of this video. It's for us to have at the back of our mind the necessity of coming clean with your intentions. I think it's a good place to start off any relationship, especially an intimate relationship with marriage in view. It's serious business. It's serious business. So you want to start off on the basis of clarity. You get. So that, and also bear in mind that whether it works or not, have in mind that there should be a safe space for everybody to interact. Whether or not we end up in a relationship, we should not become enemies. I've had to link up some of my talking stages that didn't work with other friends. Not just because we did not work does not mean they are not other people's potential spouses. You get. And I've said no to a couple of people, but we're still good friends. And also, I've also had anticipationships that did not work, and I did not make an enemy out of the people involved just because it did not go the way I wanted it to go. So yeah, the essence of this video is to highlight the importance of clarity from the get-go. You want to be sure what you're doing, and you don't want to be in a situationship or an anticipationship where you are just in the middle of nowhere making assumptions of what is to be and what is not to be. So as adults that we are, speak up, get your feedback, and know whether it's truly a relationship or it's one ship that is never going to sail, so everybody knows what they're doing. Yeah, so before we go about falling in love and playing love and vibing like some people say, someone has told me, let's just vibe, and I'm like, you and who? You get. Better know what you're doing before you get hooked in nothing. It's a dangerous place to be. Yeah, speaking about love, the big word, I think in my next video I'm going to tell you why I think falling in love is actually overrated. Anyways, I hope that you had fun hanging out with me today. So until my next video, be good, be safe, see ya.